Hello, welcome to the channel, and this time it's a quick video because we're going to do a very quick how to install an aftermarket radio using standard ISO type radio connections into the Vauxhall Corsa. And this is good for 2008 to I think it's about 2014. I'll put information down the bottom, so take a look at the description. But we're going to rattle through this, so make sure you've got your new radio, the housing and the ISO converter cable. I'll put links to all of those down the bottom. Let's get in the car and take a look. You can see that I've already actually removed the radio from the mounting. You see the two angle brackets on the sides there. You use those to remove the existing radio. And then unclip it from the housing. So this is the aerial connector. You can see the square block. Be careful with that, the clip will come off really easily and snap. So press and lift like that, and then the locking connector, push either side of it on the clips, lift it, and it'll come out like that. This is the ISOFIX adapter set that you get. Now it'll have this trailing red wire. Now what that's for is that's a switched power signal, and what you need to do is you need to connect it up to a switched live supply from the ignition. So you can see that's labelled on our diagram from the radio. It doesn't quite focus there, but that's what that is. So you make sure that those match up and the connectors match inside the fittings there, because there are different versions of this, so you do need to check and make sure the wiring diagram is right. So the red wire, what I've done is you can see the connector that goes down to the cigarette socket below. The brown is a switched live connection, and I've used one of those split blocks just to crimp in place. It's not the best way of doing it, but it certainly gives you an easy way of adding that switched live, which you do need. So next thing, you need to remove the existing cage. So this is what holds the factory radio in place, and you need to remove that one. You can see you just lift it and it unclips out. And this is the surround that I've got. It's fairly cheap, generic add-on, and that you just feed the cables through. And then it slots into place. Just make sure you just kind of squeeze it and get it to fit nice. It should go all the way so that it sits flush with the existing fascias. So it takes a few goes at this. Just keep doing it and pushing and pulling until it fits in right. You see, I took a few goes at it. Now we can start connecting up our fittings. So that's the aerial connector in, and this is the ISO adapter unit. It plugs in and locks into place with the cables on the car. Plug the aerial into the new radio, and we plug the standard ISO converter cable into the radio connector as well. One side is power, one side is speakers, and they are keyed, so you can only put them in the right places. Now if we turn the ignition on, we can check that it all powers up and boots up. There's the radio coming on. And although I don't have the audio on, the audio is coming out the speakers, so just check each of these individually, make sure they're working properly. Also making sure when you turn the ignition off, the radio turns off as well. And there you can see it's pushed into place into the surround, and it shouldn't be sticking out too far, and it should feel fairly secure. If not, take it out and make sure the metal clips are pushed all the way to hold it together. There you go, simple as that. We've got our new head unit installed. So this would work with a single DIN or double DIN. You can see for the single DIN, we use this adapter here, which holds it nice and snug, and it's not too difficult a job. So save yourself a few quid, do it yourself. Just need the cable and the connectors. Put everything down in the description at the bottom. But thanks so much for watching. As always, please remember to subscribe. More videos on the way very soon. See you next time.